Start a workout program, quit a workout program. Start a diet, quit a diet. If this sounds like you and you're an adult over the age of 45, keep watching. Maybe you've joined a gym or a boutique fitness studio only to gradually go less and less and finally just stopping altogether. Maybe you bought the latest and greatest piece of home exercise equipment only to find it becoming an overpriced clothes rack. My name is Andrew Henderson and I'm the owner of 4 Fitness Together Studios here in Knoxville. You probably haven't heard of me, but I've been helping clients improve their fitness for almost 25 years, and I've heard every excuse in the world as to why somebody quit their exercise or diet plan. Before I forget though, I want to let you know about our 12-week transformation challenge. For 12 weeks, you're going to have the opportunity to work alongside one of our experienced and enthusiastic trainers and develop the knowledge and consistency you need to make a fitness a lifestyle, not just something you stop and start. We guarantee that you'll see results because you'll be consistent, and when you're consistent and eat healthfully, it works. I'll provide the link below if you'd like to learn more. In my experience as a personal trainer, I found that almost all people have tried multiple fitness options before looking to me as a trainer. But when I ask them, why aren't you still doing the things that you told me you were doing? It's usually because they stopped seeing results, they got bored with the workouts, or maybe the workout couldn't adapt to their needs, perhaps an injury or a lifestyle change. The program was not flexible. They tell me that they often have a history of jumping from one exercise plan or diet fad to another, but that they're afraid to commit to anything else because they're afraid they're going to fail. They tell me they're frustrated because of all the time and money they spent on powders, pills, memberships, and equipment, only to be no better off than before. What I tell them usually surprises them. It's not your fault. Big gyms with rows of equipment can be some of the least motivating places on earth. The treadmill or the home equipment you have isn't going to pat you on the back after a great workout or call you to see what happened when you skipped your workout. They're not motivating. The dumbbells you bought aren't going to tell you when it's time to change the number of reps, the tempo, or the weight of the exercise, or when it's time to scrap a routine and start all over again because your body needs that new stimulus. It's not your fault that you've been starting and stopping so many times because, quite frankly, those programs probably weren't worth continuing. You've never had a program that changed and adapted to your needs and that had enough variety to stay interesting and challenging. You've probably never had a program that assessed you well enough and often enough to make sure that your workouts were keeping up with you. You've probably never worked with someone who wanted to see you succeed as much as you wanted to yourself, and that support is crucial. None of these things are your fault because you've been sold a bill of goods by gyms and equipment manufacturers that are more concerned with selling another membership or another piece of equipment than they are in actually seeing you improve. You might be wondering, Andrew, what makes your program different from all the others? That's a great question and one I'd be happy to discuss with you. If you're serious about improving your health, I'd like to offer you a complimentary phone consultation. We can talk about the things that you've tried before, what you liked and what you didn't like, what worked and what didn't work. We'll discuss what our program looks like and we'll see how we can keep you from getting stuck on plateaus, how we can keep you from getting bored and actually make you want to exercise more instead of less. And of course, we'll talk about that 12-week transformation program that I discussed earlier and see if it makes sense for you. Again, just click on the link below to learn more. Thanks for watching. Remember, it's not your fault.